So here's something you don't see every day. Literally at the end of a Walmart parking lot is this seemingly mausoleum with 13 people buried inside here. This is in Decatur, Georgia, which is basically right outside of Atlanta. And I don't know how many people have done this video of this place. I didn't look, but this is pretty fascinating. So back in the 1800s, this was, I believe it was the Crowley family. It was a Crowley farm. This is a big farm. And over the course of the decades, people from that family would die, and then they would be buried up on this hill away from the house that overlooked the area, I guess. And what's crazy is over time, the land got bought out, and what was left was just this one area. Back in the 1960s, they sold it. They were going to build a mall, or they did build a mall, but the only stipulation was you had to preserve these graves. It wasn't a mausoleum. Essentially what happened was they kept the graves exactly where they were, and then they leveled off this hill. Basically, the graves are somewhere up here. They're still in the ground, and then they built this around it to house the graves. And this was, for quite a long time, this was abandoned and ignored, and now I guess they're cleaning this up. Yeah, they don't want anybody going in there, or I think there's stairs. Yeah. So the stairs go up there to the top, and then you can see the graves. I think there's only 2 or 3 actual headstones, and then the rest are just randomly buried in there, unmarked. But isn't that wild? They've cleared this whole area and made it so the water doesn't erode any more than it probably did. It was full of garbage. As you can see, all the graffiti on it. I feel like a lot of people believe that this is, like I said, a mausoleum where they're buried inside. Where technically they're buried on the roof of this thing. They're up in there. My guess is the family now kind of takes care of it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fly my drone. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to fly my drone up top so you can see what it looks like at the bottom, or what it looks like on top. But yeah, this is a fascinating piece of history. As time moves on, progress happens, quote unquote. You would never believe that 13 people are buried basically in the Walmart parking lot at this point. Anyway, I'm heading inside to do some shopping, and then I'm going to get back on the road. Much more coming from the Georgia, South Carolina area. See you in the next video.